What's up, y'all? This is Henry from the PSI Defense Channel coming to you with a very special video. Very excited about this video because, like I said, with the more subscriptions I've been getting, the more attention from sponsors, the more that I've become a trusted voice in the less lethal community, the more I can approach these companies to sponsor videos that will allow me to highlight products that can make our lives a lot easier, that can make our guns more powerful, that can find solutions to a lot of our problems. So, as you guys know, I ordered the yellow button X-Radar Chronograph. I got this from Lone Wolf Paintball. This is great because all of my markers are shooting above 400 FPS, but I needed a new chronograph. So the yellow button chronograph, it has the exact same radar signal as the red and the black button chronograph, but it reads up to 698 FPS. Every bit as accurate as the other two chronographs. It's made for airsoft, but if you want one of those, I would definitely get a hold of X-Radar. I went on their website and emailed the guy and got all the information about it. Found out that it would work with my rounds, with my Grimbergs. They're actually more accurate than optical chronographs because muzzle smoke will throw off those optical readings a little bit, is what the guy told me anyways. But for lack of interest, they are discontinuing this guy. We have to show them that we are still very interested in this, so they'll keep making it for us. All right, but anyways, in the box, I got that from Lone Wolf Paintball. In the box, I got this little insert, and I read it for Boom Treatment Ultra Silk. All right, it says the Ultra Silk Boom Treatment for your bolt system will allow you to lower your operating pressure and decrease overall wear on moving parts. This special heat-activated formula chemically cleans and impregnates a dry film lubricant that bonds to the metal surfaces of your marker. You will immediately see an increase in performance and increase in your efficiency. Overall wear and tear on your markers, moving parts will be decreased as well due to less friction from the incredibly smooth surfaces. The Ultra Silk Boom Treatment combined with their Ultra Silk marker lubricants will keep you Ultra Silk for life. Okay? And they had a website, ultrasilkpb.com. So I went on there, found the contact us section, got a hold of the owner of the Ultra Silk company, and he's a great guy. Explained to him what I do, explained to him, our community of less lethal activists, so to speak. And he got on board. He's like, okay, cool, send me some stuff, and I'll treat it for you. You can test it. He actually sold me some of his products too. I wanted to try out. So he has this Ultra Silk, which is kind of like a cream. Goes underneath O-rings, conditions O-rings, and the Boom Juice, which continues the silkiness of the Boom treatment. On top of O-rings and on top of metal-to-metal surfaces. What that's supposed to do is impregnate the metal. He explained it to me. It's like an anodizing process, electrolytic, heat activated, and it puts this coating on your metal parts and does what it says it's supposed to do in his flyer and on his website. So I instantly thought, well, wow, that's kind of what the highly coveted steel bolt for us less lethal guys do. We found out that it's aluminum, but these bolts have this special coating on it. They weigh the same and everything else, but for some reason, this one kicks way more butt than the regular aluminum one. So we're all after this one, right? Everybody wants a steel bolt. Well, I figured, well, hey, let me try this out. Let me see what's going on, and I'll let you guys know what's up with it. So what I did, I sent him a bolt and a heat core. You have to strip all the O-rings out of it, send it to him butt naked. Also sent him my trigger group. I sent him my sear, my rotator, and my return. And I sent him 2 barrels. I sent him the stock FSC barrel. And I sent him a 9-inch eBay barrel because I have another 9-inch eBay barrel that I could scientifically test that against. I thought I had another one of these, but I don't. So I'm going to test this against the Lapco FSC 5.12 rifled 686 barrel and a highly acclaimed Grimberg 5-inch barrel. I'm going to test it with joules. I'm going to use up a whole lot of my CO2. I'm going to use 5 shots per mag. I'm going to put in a brand new CO2 for every mag that I shoot. I'm going to test it with the steel bolt. I wish I had a regular aluminum bolt to test against this one, but I ruined the only non-treated bolt, aluminum bolt that I had in my T8.1 with HPA in that last video that I ruined. So I don't have a bolt, a standard aluminum bolt to test it against, but I'm gonna go ahead and test it against the big dog anyways. This is the one that everybody's gunning for. This is what everybody's saying. Steel bolt. It's that black coated. You see, this is what it looks like out of your FSC. The boom treatment doesn't change the look of it. It just makes it real silky. I mean, you can feel it. And actually inside, I'll show you. Inside my eBay barrel, in the breech, it was super scarred up right there. It was super scarred up, and now it's just smooth. I asked him about that, and he said that his process fills in scratches too. It creates just this ultra smooth surface. So, I mean, words are great, advertisements are great, but you know us, we're all about the numbers. So I'm going to do this testing, and we're going to find out what the boom treatment's all about. So tonight, steel bolt versus boom treated aluminum bolt. Let's get to it. All right, guys, here's the first test. I'm shooting my T8.1 with an eBay 9-inch barrel. I actually just bought this barrel. I've only shot it one other time. So no treatment, no anything, brand new detents. And I'm running 12 grams CO2. I'm going to shoot 5 joules. And then I'm going to switch to the same barrel, same eBay 9-inch barrel, but the boom treated barrel, see if we get any kind of results from that. All right, guys, here we go. 5 joules going in. Really nice click. Non-boom treated eBay 9-inch barrel. That's a steel bolt for you. 392, 336, 302, 280, 276. There we go. Okay, guys, I'm going to take out that original eBay barrel. Swap it in for this barrel that I sent out for the boom treatment. I will say it's got a strong vapor fragrance smell, and it does feel really slick. So, in goes the boom treated barrel. Brand new CO2, same 5 joules. All right. There we go. All right, well, definitely got a few FPS from the boom treated barrel. 336. 328, 280, 250. So we did see a gain there. I'm anxious to see how the bolt, the boom treated bolt, stacks up to this steel bolt. All right, guys, pulled apart my T8.1. You guys didn't need to see that. I've done that a million times in these videos. If you need a tutorial on that, you can search my video library. I've done it quite a few times. And this, my friends, is the infamous steel bolt. Everybody's saying it's actually still aluminum and it's got some kind of steel oxide coating on it. For some reason, that makes these things shoot ridiculous power. I'm getting 50 joules out of a T8.1 with no other modifications. So this is a steel bolt. This is a aluminum bolt that I sent to get the boom treatment, to get Caesarized, and he's put his electrolytic coating on here. There's no O-rings in this whatsoever, so what he did recommend is to use his Ultra Silk on the metal channels beneath the O-rings. So you got to shake well. And like I said in my last video, Caesar says less is more because the compound in this, he had a lot of scientific terms and a lot of things to say. Sorry, I'm not remembering everything you told me about your product, Caesar, but you told me that you put this stuff underneath where your O-rings sit. So I'm going to put this in a channel where the Grimberg heat core O-ring goes. Less is more. And that's really something to hear from someone these days when everybody's trying to get you to buy as much of their product as possible. And if you just use a less is more approach on this, it's going to last quite a while. So everywhere that an O-ring goes, all I'm doing, I've got the lid here, I've got a Q-tip, and I'm just dabbing it in and applying to where the O-ring seats. And let's see, this jar, how much is in here? It doesn't say, but it only looks like a few ounces. But it said for paintballers that use this stuff like every weekend, this jar lasts, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. All right, so get my O-rings ready. Okay. And these, putting it over these two channels. All right, so that should keep your O-rings from dry rotting and cracking prematurely. And then the boom juice is going to go on top of that. It's another product that goes on top of the O-rings as well as the boom treated surfaces, and it helps to keep the boom treated surfaces slick. Oh, that's okay. All right, get my heat core together. Before I do that, let me show you guys this new trick of how I get my heat core O-rings in. So you fold it in half. Then when you fold it in half, you get that upward curve. That allows you to just slide it right into the channel. Okay. Grimberg heat core O-ring is in there, good. Get my crescent wrench lined up with my heat core so I can tighten that back plate up. All right, that nice and snug. Put a little bit of this Ultra Silk where the bumper goes. All right, I'm about ready. All right, All the O-rings are back on the heat core. I'm going to shake up the boom juice. Pretty surprised it's got a child-resistant cap on this. So it's got a really sharp tip on it, which I like for precision oiling. Gonna hit all the O-rings. That's upside down. Alright, boom juice all over my O-rings. I'm gonna put boom juice on the stem. Of the heat core. All right, time to reassemble. All right, guys, moment of truth. Got the boom treated Caesarized bolt, non-treated barrel, fresh CO2, 5 Grimberg joules. All right, great click. I got 392 on the first shot with the non-treated bolt, or actually it was a steel bolt. Let's see what this treated aluminum bolt does. All right, Caesar. Looks like we're onto something, brother. Yeah, that was 8 more FPS than the steel bolt from a straight aluminum bolt. 366. 332. 340. 280. All right, guys. Boom treatment, Caesarized bolt, Caesarized barrel. Now I got about, I believe, 8 more FPS over the steel bolt that we all rave about. So let's see what the bolt and the barrel combination does. Got a whole nother 8. So bolt and barrel get you 16 FPS over the steel barrel. I wish I had an aluminum barrel to test against the Caesarized bolt, but in my last video, I destroyed the only aluminum bolt that I had left, the non-black steel bolt, because I ruined that one in my HPA T8.1. But if I'm getting these results over the steel bolt, then he's got something for sure. I was just hoping to at least match the steel bolt, but he's exceeded the steel bolt. I think this is a win, guys. Talk a little bit more about how you guys can get your marker Caesarized, but second shot, 390, 330, 300, 276. Yeah, this is for sure a win, guys. Now, what I think I'm going to do is put the steel bolt in the HPA T8.9, and then I'll do some testing with that, because this is a CO2 test. All right, guys, had to change my shirt. My boy Caesar from Ultra Silk sent me this t-shirt. I didn't want to come off as a fanboy, because I'm not. You know, a lot of y'all might think, oh, well, he's a Grimberg fanboy. Well, no, I'm a fan of the best products out there. Grimberg make amazing products. I've tested, as you guys seen on my channel, and gotten the results. And now I'm a believer in boom treatment and Ultra Silk products, because that whole steel bolt thing, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We can just send our regular aluminum bolts off to Caesar and get 8 to 10 more FPS off of our standard bolts than those impossible to find steel bolts we're doing. So, told you guys I was going to do HPA test. Changed my mind. I'll do that later. I got my FSC back together because I have more barrel testing options as far as this boom treatment goes. I just got to tell you guys, the trigger, it's like air. Now I've already shot a mag of this, and the trigger is just, as soon as you think to pull the trigger, I mean it's just so ultra silky. Ultra silk. They got a good name for their product. And boom treatment, because it does make these things go boom. So right now I've got steel bolt for my T8.1 in here. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I've got a boom treated trigger group, which doesn't increase power, but what I'm going to do, I've got Labco 5.12 inch rifle barrel, king of the short barrels, Grimberg 5 inch. You get 20 to 30 FPS off of just this alone compared to your stock FSC barrel. Then I have a stock FSC barrel with the boom treatment. And I got to tell you, it's very slick. You hear the excitement in my voice? Because I really believe this is a game changer. .286, 286, 266, 222, 204. All right, there you go. That is the Labco 5.12. And I do have the PRV deleted on this FSC, which is why you see such a drastic drop in between shots. I'm thinking about only doing that for HPA markers, because yeah, you get incredibly powerful shots the first two, but it uses so much air for each shot that you drop FPS when you're using 12-gram cartridges. Until Comritech comes out with the 20-gram, 25-gram CO2 8-round mags that they're working on. Or even if I get some more 16-gram mags, I'm probably going to have to put the PRV back into play on my CO2 based pistols. All right, there's my click. See what the Grimberg barrel does. 304. 282, 278, 256, 222. There we go. All right, last but definitely not least, it's been a long time since I've had a stock FSC barrel in here, but I sent that off to get boom treated. See what it does. Brand new CO2, same 5 jewel rounds. Let's go. 290, 260, 254, 220, 204. All right, guys, final round of testing. I got the boom treated Caesarized bolt along with the boom treated trigger group. Got it feeling oh so silky. And then the Labco 5.12 inch barrel. Rifled, has not been Caesarized. It's rifled, it's clean. Same 5 joules, brand new CO2. 298, 306, 276, 232, and 212. See, already outperforming the steel barrel. If I didn't have the PRV deleted, I probably would have the velocity jacked up higher, but I haven't touched the velocity in this for any of these tests, just to get a benchmark. Okay, Grimberg 5-inch barrel, Caesarized bolt, same 5 joules, brand new CO2. Oh no, that was loud. 316. Oh, I lost the shot. 274. I'm going to redo that. Brand new CO2. $312. It's definitely a gain over the steel bolt, mind you. 290. 290. 252. 252. All right, that's all 5. As you can see, the Grimberg bolt is performing the best. I'm going to get this barrel Caesarized with the boom treatment, and that is going to be a phenomenal bolt right there. Because one thing I have noticed about the Grimberg bolt, it is so port matched to joules that they skid on the inside. Even though he's got it polished really nicely, it skids on the inside and leaves marks. But the boom treatment will take care of that. I mean, paintballers, when they break paint, you know, usually they have to take those squeegees in there to get the paint out. What they say is all they have to do is shoot a couple more rounds and it just clears all the paint out just from the gas and clean projectiles going through there. So it's pretty incredible. I am a believer. So I'm not going to test the stock barrel. It didn't perform as good as these 2 barrels, but you know, it is an inferior barrel. But what I will test is the FSC with a Caesarized bolt, and then my boom treated 9-inch eBay barrel. All right, here we go. Caesarized 9-inch eBay barrel, boom treated bolt, boom treated trigger group. So this is a fully boom treated FSC. $372. Look what it did to my Kevlar flat. Yeah, that's crazy power. I need to get all my barrels done. $338. $326. $296. I believe that's it. $244. And just for kicks, I'm reloaded. Same 5 joules, brand new CO2, boom treated barrel, boom treated bolt, and my favorite mock suppressor, the Lapco. It's usually good for a few FPS. Kind of long, but if you got this in a carbine configuration, not so much. $380. All right, what you guys just saw is a Ultra Silk boom treated aluminum bolt go up against the highly acclaimed, highly coveted steel T8.1 bolt, and it blew it away. Um, with all barrels, the trigger group is fantastic. With the boom treatment, um, the 9-inch barrel going up against the same exact 9-inch eBay barrel, gave me 8 FPS with just the boom treatment alone. So yeah, I've got some more tweaking on my markers to do to maximize to get the most out of this, but it's official. Ultra Silk, welcome to the PSI Defense Channel firing range. All right, guys, as you see, boom treatment's the truth. You know, I got fantastic results. Boom treated heat core and bolt went up against the acclaimed steel bolt and beat it with every single barrel. You know, better results across the board. Can't wait to get my Grimberg barrel done. This is going to be phenomenal once I get that boom treated. So I know you guys got questions, right? So how do I get my stuff boom treated? Well, you go to www.ultrasilkpb.com, and he actually gave me a coupon code. It's PSI10, and you get 10% off. And what that does, it's more or less a less lethal package for you. The retail price is $140 for his chemical electrolytic process. And what that is you can do up to 8 parts, whatever 8 parts you want to do. So if you do a barrel, make sure you remove your detents. If you do a bolt and a heat core, which I highly recommend if you're going to do any kind of bolt, you do both of them because you want that ultra silk or you want that boom treatment on the shaft of your air chamber as well as the inside and outside of your firing bolt. But you have to remove all of the O-rings from this. Heat core O-ring, outer heat core O-rings. If you want your trigger group done, just send these 3 pieces for first strike Tiberius style blow forward markers. That's VKS, that's FSC, that's T8.9 or T8.1, T9.1. So yeah, $140. PSI 10 gets you 10% off of the boom treatment and any of his products. The Ultra Silk, I believe this is $16, but like I said, this tube is going to last you quite a while. Probably for less lethal guys, it's going to last probably a year. I think he said paintballers get 6 to 8 months out of one of these. He says less is more. Go on his website, ultrasilkpaintball.com. You'll see all the testimonials, and I think you can order it in tons of different colors and stuff. But essentially, this goes on the bare metal underneath your O-rings. Boom juice. He told me that you shake both of these really well before you open them. But the boom juice is good for any contact surface that you have treated with boom treatment, and it just keeps the party going and just keeps it slick. He said to actually remove the coating that you put on there. It takes a separate process, so wear and friction just isn't going to do it on its own. It's more or less of a lifetime thing. But the boom juice will help keep the silky slickness going. So yeah, ultrasilkpaintball.com. You can also get that at Lone Wolf, but I believe to use the PSI Defense Channel discount code, you got to go to ultrasilkpaintball.com. Yo, this is it. I found what I've been looking for bolts. So, hit them up. Caesar's a good dude. They're a good company. It didn't take very long at all for me to get my stuff back. Just try to package it individually as good as you can. He's going to package it up, send it back to you, make sure it's all safe. When I send the barrels, I sent them in the tubes that they came in. If you send Grimberg barrels, just send them in the tubes they come in. I wrapped this up, had them in little Ziploc bags or little ammo bags. I just separated everything, and he appreciated that, and he did the same and sent everything back to me boom treated. So that's it, guys. Definitely get in with this boom treatment. Get in with his products because they're incredible. I mean, I'm sold. They'll get my full endorsement and my full recommendation. So this is Henry signing off with the PSI Defense Channel. If you like this video, please subscribe. Helps the channel out. All of you guys that have subscribed so far has allowed me to get discount codes for this company, has allowed me to get a hold of that VKS to do those videos. Subscribe. If you guys enjoy the channel, subscribe. You know, it's just going to help us get more content to you guys, get more discount codes out to you guys, approach companies that are strictly for paintball to make paintball markers more efficient, and I'll have them throw us together a less lethal package. You know what I mean? So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on the videos, share it on social media. I'm helping you. If you appreciate it, help me right back out, bro, because this is a community and we're here for each other. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Make sure you show some love today. Peace out.